If you think they're talking to someone else, you're right. And you already knew it. And I'm just confirming that for you. And I'm sorry. Please scroll on if this doesn't resonate. I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think it's bad news in a way. Like sometimes just the answer you needed. If you're just now thinking, oh my gosh, they're cheating, that's not for you. This is not for you. You are already thinking about this. Everybody talks about destroying property and everything. I wouldn't do that. It's just going to come back on you. Just be smart. I feel like maybe that came into my, I think that came into my mind for a reason. I thought about that Carrie Underwood song, Before He Cheats. It's so celebrated in our society, but I'm telling you, I really feel like I'm supposed to tell you not to do it. I think you might have something planned that could go the wrong way. I'm just really here to warn you, and fear held you back, okay? This is actually a good thing. If you're afraid, like, let's say you had something planned and fear was holding you back. The only thing holding you back was like, oh, should I do this? Like, in fact, for some of you, I really hope it's not many. Then the algorithm's going to take this to the right person. I have faith to believe that. I think you were just kind of waiting, hoping that the person was cheating so that you could execute whatever plan this is, like some kind of revenge. I don't know if it's personal property or something. I just wanted to let you know something. I, too, could have taken vengeance on some people, and I had a chance, like people who really did stuff to me, and who were lying about me. But you know what? I didn't do anything. In fact, I completely ignored the situation. I'm going to be honest with you, completely honest. Things have gone really well. It's been good because I just let the universe, I let God handle it, Don't take your own vengeance. I don't know how any of those people are doing, or I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. I just want to focus on myself and spiritually what's best for my higher self, and I'm going to tell you to do the same thing. I think that's what you need to do. I think that's the wise thing to do. Like, don't do anything that, you might think, well, I can't get arrested for that. Seriously, I feel like somebody out there is thinking that. You don't know what you could get arrested for sometimes. You might not realize that you're in a gray area. I'm just saying this as somebody who's lived, I'm 48 years old now, okay? I've seen a lot I'm not even talking about anything I've done. I have known a lot of people who have been locked up at this point and released, and some who are still currently locked up, and people who have passed away unexpectedly doing the craziest stuff, and that's all going through my head right now. So I think that's why this reading exists, probably, to warn some people, just to let you know, like, even if it wasn't anything like that, even if it wasn't some carefully executed revenge plan that you've been waiting for all this time, you still feel like you're owed some vengeance and you want to see it, and I think you've been very hurt, and you know what? That's understandable. I feel like Spirit wants me to tell you that's understandable. You have every right to feel the way you feel because you expected loyalty and it wasn't there. It'd be different if you were in an open relationship or if you was just casually dating, but I think it was way more than that. Even if it's not that deep yet, it's someone who lied. You know what I mean? Like, you definitely have cause to be upset. But I think in your spirit, you know what I'm saying is true. And I'm sorry to tell you that. Again, sorry, not sorry. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And what you need to hear is rise above this. You already know this. I promise, you already know. You don't have to do anything to get revenge. End it peacefully if possible, if that's what you want to do, unless you just want to talk it out. I'm just saying, the only advice I can give you is just be peacemaker. Be peaceful about this. Don't let this ruin anything for you. Don't let this person get you. Like, if they take your time, they take even more. If they take your energy, your thoughts, if they are the subject of a million text messages between you and your friends, and it's all you do for days, it's just text all weekend about what he did to you or what she did to you. If it leads to you doing something like driving drunk, please don't. That some people may just want to go blow off some steam. You just want to go out with some friends and get drunk and have a great night. And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying be smart in every move, okay? No matter what you do, be smart. And if it's not alcohol or something, you know what? I really hope it's not, because I've got so many bad memories, and I know just things I know other people have done. I wouldn't do that. Just be safe, though. Designated driver. Don't do anything you're going to regret, and don't make that ongoing, because you just have better things to do. I just feel like you just can do so much better. Work on yourself. Don't let this get you. Don't let this be this thing that just drives you into the gutter. You know what I mean? Like, and if it's not alcohol or something like that, some other chemical vice, substance, food, let's say you invite a bunch of people over and just have a night where it's just cake and ice cream, doing whatever you want. Have that one night where you splurge, or a few times if you're safe about it. I'm just saying, I just feel like this is for someone who has a tendency to go into some bad habits that have been unhealthy for them. And I'm not trying to shame anyone for weight. My weight's gone way, way up and down. You wouldn't even believe. just don't let this person wreck your life. I think you've worked hard for something, or, if you're going to get revenge in any way, just do it by being healthier. And I've done that before. Like, you go through a bad breakup, throw yourself into something like that. It can really help, and you just makes you forget about the person. Distract yourself with some good stuff, And I'm not trying to say it's wrong to drink or anything. I'm more or less talking about sometimes when you're going through a bad situation like this, a bad breakup, that's when you go to, you combine alcohol this time of year. I just know other people are lonely. They're going through breakups too, cuffing season, and that might appeal to some people. It could be, sometimes some people like the seasonal partner. I get that. I totally get that. So you get bored after a while anyway. So it's like, hey, just move on. But it has to be mutual. You know what I mean? I know I'm rambling here, but what I'm trying to say is, it's the whole thing about going out and hooking up with someone because you're vulnerable and lonely and it's a bad decision, and then, getting drunk and there are police checkpoints, and just don't put yourself in any kind of harm's way because you're so heartbroken over this person. Channel it into something good, please. And I do feel like if you're someone who you're saying, I would never do that anyway, then this is probably not for you. But, I'm still confirming the whole third party thing. But I mean, really, I'm just getting a strong sense of somebody who's very self-destructive. Doesn't even realize how self-destructive they can be. I'm thinking maybe you credit with this person for helping you out of the self-destructiveness. Please, just don't let that happen. Don't let that happen. Don't throw it all away for this person. It's not worth it. This person didn't know a good thing when they had it, and it's their fault. Let me pull some cards from this manifestation deck. They really, honestly, you let them win. You let them win. You let them do even more damage by taking more of your mental energy and stressing you out and taking your time, and that's all you do is talk about it. You know what I mean? You have healthy habits. See, this came out. I think this is not an accident at all, because I was just talking about taking care of yourself, having healthy habits, eating right. Channel it into good food. And I'm not even talking about weight loss here. I'm talking about it just makes you feel better. I can tell you that from experience. Just some friendly advice here. It's taken me this long. I'm 48. It's taken me this long to realize how much having healthy habits has affected me, like eating better. Or just recently I switched from using processed night creams and moisturizers and stuff to just using oil that I make myself, that I combine myself, I should say. And it's made such a difference, and I'm starting to notice my mood is better. And I'm also been treating my scalp with oil that's healthy, and I think that's made a difference. I'm just saying, it's crazy. It's almost mind-blowing to think how much just some minor changes can help. The eating healthier, you're gonna feel better. I'm not even joking. I see that now. Drinking more water instead of turning to something else like a bottle of wine every day is not going to help. I've just known people now. I'm just old enough now that I've known people who've died from everything. And I'm telling you, a bottle of wine every day will catch up to you. And I've seen this firsthand, and it's not an easy way to go either. Don't fall into these unhealthy habits because some person pushed you there. Take care of yourself, even if it's just part-time, even if you just spend half your time eating better. Don't just give it all up for processed food and a big bag of McDonald's and a bunch of Pepperidge Farm cakes or something because they're cheap. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You have healthy habits. I'm serious. I'm getting this strong. Okay, I was just saying I'm getting a strong feeling about this. I said my intuition. That's what I was gonna say. Something like that. You're just like, man, I'm getting an energy of this. And then I get this card that says your intuition is strong. Yeah, my intuition is strong about this for someone. I just know someone's listening even this far, and you're like, I don't know. I mean, you could be very upset with me because you're like, oh my gosh, well, what am I going to do to handle this if I can't reach out? If I can't take vengeance, and now I can't eat a Pepperidge Farm cake or 5, you can. I'm just saying, find something that's healthy, that is good for you. Let your intuition guide you. Meditate with yourself. You have some healthy stuff that you can do that's not going to be this unhealthy stuff that's going to hurt you. You know what I mean? You have stuff that's going to make you feel good. And I want you to really focus on that. And I'm sending that energy your way, that will come into your mind. That you will just make a list of those things that you enjoy. Friends you can catch up with, places you can go, things you want to try. Just keep it fun. Have a fun life without this person in a healthy way. That's all I'm saying. One last card. You practice self-care every day. What have I been talking about? What have I been saying? Anyway, I'm just going to have to end it there because I try to not be on 10 minutes because then I can't post it everywhere. So it is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.